Here with Concordia head football coach Patrick Daberkow, and you've had a few weeks, or I guess a couple weeks now, to sort of evaluate this 2019 team. The first time getting out in front of some fans and playing in the stadium, what was something that pleased you most about tonight?
Well, we stayed up for the most part, and we had a limited amount of injuries. We still had one defensive lineman who got hurt, and so you want to come out of that completely unscathed. But for the most part, we had a pretty healthy fall camp, and it was great competition. This is about as good of competition as we've had in any fall camp that I've been a part of.
And certainly for this team to come a long ways from last year, the offense has to progress. What have you seen from that side of the ball?
I've seen progression. I mean, we're getting better, and I think it was evident. We have a lot of guys who are battling for positions, and we're having a lot of guys compete really hard, and so that's always good to see. I think it's bringing the best out of everybody.
And you mentioned that there's some young offensive linemen that really look like they have bright futures.
Yeah.
What about that group and the way they're coming along?
Oh, they're coming along really good, and the beauty of it is we're healthy enough right now that we don't have to thrust anybody into a starting role yet as a freshman or anything like that. We have they're able to provide us some depth, and we're able to really work on some development things with them. And our Group 1 offensive line is a group that we're just we're trying to keep healthy, and if we can keep them healthy, they're going to be pretty good this year. We're excited about them.
And I know it's going to be a talking point all through camp about quarterback, but the group as a whole, are they about where you'd hope they'd be right now?
Well, yeah, that goes back to the competition. Unfortunately, when you have this many guys competing, it's tough to get everybody the same reps and all that. So we've been moving the ball in scrimmages every day at practice, and trying to get good evaluations so we can get enough to evaluate the quarterback position, because we got a lot of them in that room that are competing.
And linebackers, I know you're maybe not as healthy as you'd like to be, but has that group been as good as advertised from what you've seen in fall camp?
Yeah, they're solid. I mean, we can rely on that group to be making plays. They got stuff they need to improve on, just like everybody. But that's our, we got a lot of depth there, a lot of veteran players at that position.
Well, I know the players do finally get to hit somebody else in a scrimmage next weekend against Wesleyan, but I'm guessing the focus has been all on your team, but when do you really start ramping it up for Doane in particular?
Yeah, I mean, that's a tricky question, because I think the focus has to stay on what we're doing. We got to focus on us and doing us well. Doane will be here eventually, and we'll be ready for him, but we'll be ready for him because we're going to be working on us.